I'll tell you a story about how Mac and John drank fly agaric urine. The story will interest you 100%. This method of use is very exotic, and not everyone is able to use it. This method is used by shamans of the peoples of the north, and ancient Indians. The method consists in drinking the urine of a person who has drunk a decoction of panther fly agarics. After drinking, a strong fly agaric intoxication occurs, more often stronger than in humans. Who used fly agaric for food? This is due to the fact that after taking fly agarics, a metabolite of ibotenic acid, muscimol, accumulates in the urine, which only partially remains in the body of the person who consumed the decoction. If you are interested in this topic, then subscribe to the channel and put your thumbs up. And be sure to leave a comment. My name is Mac, and I knew about this method for a long time, but I remembered only when I got into the forests of western Ukraine during military operations. After a hard day of military maneuvers, the evening frowned and beautifully growing mushrooms caught my eye. And then I remembered. I got a full helmet and went to the tent. I did everything in nature. At the campfire, I tried to make fewer people see what I was doing. I cooked 13 mushroom caps in a small saucepan. I discarded all prejudices with this number and decided that it even gives a special magical power to my future decoction. I cooked for 24 minutes because I was distracted every now and then. Then we drain the resulting into a separate bowl through a rag. Fill the remaining cake with water and cook for another 5 minutes. We mix it all. We wait until it cools down and drink. After we drank the decoction, we ate an orange so as not to feel sick. And you know, it helped. And it would help even more if you subscribed to my channel. And left a comment. After about 15 minutes, my head started to spin and I lay down on the bed. I woke up in the morning with such ease as if I had a ton of energy. Dreams that night were colored. I felt everything and it even seemed to me that I was in another universe. I could only hover above the ground by turning my palms to the ground. When I wanted to go to the toilet, I remembered about the effect that occurs when using urine, and I peed into a flask. I suggested it to a friend, but did not say that there was urine, but said that there was a decoction that I cooked yesterday. After half an hour, I began to feel sick, and already some part of me felt that it was beginning. At first it struck a conversation. The language was spinning non-stop, but as I noticed on business and competently. Then coordination deteriorated, especially when we went out into the fresh air. And began to walk along the forest. We were carried like 2 leaves falling from a tree. We sat down under a tree and realized that a drug-addicted parish was beginning. I can't say that I expected exactly this, but still. As it seemed to me, my body became like a washcloth, soft, porous and absorbing everything from the outside world with great speed. Thoughts, thousands, immediately into the brain. All parameters of surrounding objects are clear. Any little thing can take you very far. So it was when I was struggling with the branches of a tree, lying on my back, while repeating, "I'm getting stronger." But it seemed to me that my body was dangling like a cellophane bag hanging on a tree branch. I came to myself for a moment, and saw that Jack was crawling on the grass and picking berries. As I got up, I realized that my body was anything but mine. At that time, it was the root of the tree I was struggling with. I felt very much joy from everything around me. The brain grasps everything on the fly, several times clearer and faster than usual, but the body is not controlled by 90%. My coordination has become worse. On the way to the tent where we spent the night, I collected several ravines and hugged several trees, bushes, and stumps. If you twitch a little, you are carried away with all the nonsense. At full speed you crash. Then there, then here. Everyone noticed that something was wrong with us, but the funniest thing was that Jack brought a full helmet of pebbles and treated all the cooks, he said, very tasty berries. It was a positive experience for us, except that we didn't finish half of the flask. Quote,